Hello, welcome back to Wednesday Chats. I'm Eileen.
And I'm Sean.
And today we're going to be talking about super urgent needs. Stay tuned. So, Sean.
Yes.
We have a super great problem.
Yeah, it's a great problem.
It's a problem, but it's a good problem.
Yes.
And problems, that's the kind you want.
Yeah.
It's a good one. And that is, we're talking about the youth and the children at MCC.
Yes.
So what's going on with that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, as stuff has rebounded and recovered from COVID, obviously in COVID, like basically all of our kids and youth ministry stuff just shut down. Mm-hmm. And even a year ago with our kids ministry, we'd have 2 classes each service. And there were plenty of times where there'd be no kids in one of those classes. Mm-hmm. And we just released volunteers and there'd be, 10, 15, 18 total kids on a Sunday morning. And now often on Sundays...
Things change.
Yeah, now we're running 3 classes each service. Mm-hmm. And we're often running 50 or 60 kids on a Sunday morning.
That's awesome.
Yeah, which is awesome. It takes a lot of volunteers. We have a lot of safety protocols about how we navigate with volunteers, and so they have to go through a process. They have to do a background check, and we have to have multiple volunteers in every classroom.
For safety.
Yeah, which if you think means on a minimum, we have to have 12 volunteers every Sunday, which means that on a regular month of 4 Sundays, we have to fill almost 50 slots every single month. On a 5th Sunday, like we just had a 5th Sunday a couple weeks ago in October, we're over 60 volunteers that we have to have.
That's a lot of bodies.
Yes, yeah, and so we've got a great kids pastor in Kaylee who came on this summer, and she is constantly, I think it's a constant thing in churches, constantly looking for more volunteers to help with kids ministry, and you can do anything from, we've got a young nursery small kids group where maybe they're walking, or maybe you're just holding a baby, right? And maybe you're just holding a baby for a half hour who just like sleeps in your arm, or all the way up to kids church where you're gracefully navigating the chaos of 10 to 18
organized chaos
elementary age kids, right? And so we'd love to get some people volunteered and helping in there. I think in this email there's a link that they can get signed up, or at any time you can text Monmouth to 97,000, and one of the responses is finding a place to get involved in a team, and Kaylee can get connected.
And the important thing is,
yes,
if you would get enough people who are willing to get on the schedule, you don't have to serve that often.
Yeah, a lot of people on our team serve once a month.
You don't get to serve.
A lot of people serve once a month. Some people do twice a month, but a lot of our team does once a month. We encourage, if it works for people's schedule, to sit one to serve one. And so
sit one, serve one.
That's one of the beauties of having 2 services, is that you can help in kids ministry one service and then you can go to church another.
So you're not missing anything.
Right? Also, the other place that we have a continuing growing need is with youth. This fall, our youth stuff that started was girls only, because we only had some girl volunteers, some women to help with that, and that's going awesome.
Yeah, they're really having a good time over there.
Yeah, they're killing it.
Over in the youth room in the modulars, and it's a full house.
At 6 o'clock, they meet on Sunday night. So if you know some junior high school girls, 6 o'clock. And in fact, they're working on plans towards this January of splitting into doing junior high and high school separate. Because it's growing so much.
That's
but
right.
The huge void we have
is the guys.
Is anything for junior high and high school boys.
The men,
right?
The young men.
And so if you want to work with junior high and high school boys, that would be a great spot to get you plugged in. We'd love to connect with you.
And they need it. They need some shepherding. They need some guidance. We need to invest in the young men of our future, and
yeah,
we gotta do it.
Yeah, and the thing is that like a lot of times people think that like youth ministry is like a young kid's game, right? Like if you're like in your 20s and you have all this energy,
which that helps.
It does. But a lot of these guys need someone who can speak into their life and can walk with them and mentor them, and so there's really no age.
Yep.
That great youth ministry happens in, right, for volunteers. And so if you'd like to work with junior and high school boys, we'd love to talk with you and get you plugged in on that team. I think sometimes there's a misconception that there's not a need for volunteers because every Sunday they show up, there's someone in the nursery,
seems like something's
there's someone in kids ministry, there's people involved, but there's always a place for you to get involved.
For sure.
And like you said, it's an awesome opportunity. It's not like penance. It's not like penance, right?
Here I go this week. Check the box off.
And it's not time served, right? It's like it's an opportunity to be able to invest in and speak in and give life to these young souls.
It is a sacrifice.
Yeah.
It is a sacrifice.
It gives up your Sunday night.
We're not thinking that it's not a sacrifice. It is a sacrifice, but it's a sacrifice worth doing.
Yeah. And if you're married and or have kids, helping in kids ministry might mean that you come separate vehicles because someone goes home and someone stays, right? If you're doing youth ministry, you're giving up your Sunday night, right? Right before everything gets started for the week. And so we recognize that, but it's such an awesome opportunity. And like I said at the beginning, things are growing and more people are showing up, more and more kids are showing up. And so we'd love to help you get connected, get you connected with Kaylee or with our youth team.
This link.
Yes, or text the word Monmouth to 97,000 anytime and get yourself plugged in on a team.
Card is what they would fill out?
There's just one of the options says find a place to serve.
Oh, awesome.
And it'll take them right there. So there we go. So we'll hope you'll take a chance and find a place to get connected and involved this week.
Blessings.
Love you guys.